and when it happened to my game, it was not so disturbing. But there were neighboring boards where it was beeping when I had to a lot of time. Well, I still had times, and you had beeps there, beeps over there, and beeps behind you, and it was just.
The game started already.
Right. So Nakamura Carlsen last round, and we have a
four knight Scotch.
Very
extremely solid line for white.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems Nakamura knows that a draw secures him extra white, that's for sure, yeah. So
while it is not clear for Magnus, of course.
For Magnus, yeah.
I'm not sure what happens if two players have +1, let's say two players 50% and two players behind. Yeah, how it happens for the number 3 and 4, who gets one more white, and maybe the direct encounter.
Yes, I'm even not sure if there is a fixed rule for this, but probably.
I'm not sure.
I mean, probably. This knight a4 line was, I think, quite popular in my youth. I remember in 93, 94, I was analyzing this with Almashi. Those days we were working together, and I was playing this Scotch with 4 knights. And I also tried this knight a4 setup, and I remember that finally I was not satisfied with it, but it was more than 20 years ago. Things changed, of course, and it's also another thing to play it in a blitz or in a real game.
Indeed. So white would like to exchange black squared bishop, isn't it?
Yes.
To have more.
Actually, it's kind of a reversed Petrov defense. That's why Kramnik started playing it himself with white, because he had so much experience strategically of this position that he thought that why not to give it a try. But of course black has no problems. I mean, after the exchange of the light squared bishops, this knight on a4 is also a bit out of the game.
Yeah.
And the white king, the h2 pawn especially can
should
be
he maybe drop back to f2 with the bishop rather than go to g3, because after an exchange on g3...
Yeah, but now rook e1, queen c7 happens, so Magnus now doesn't give the chance to get the bishop f2 g3 setup, which was also not exactly ideal. g4, but this is a pawn sacrifice now, because bishop takes this, also bishop h2.
He could have taken on h2 as well.
Yeah, well, okay.
But he keeps the black squares. But then f6 will be hanging. I mean, hanging, not hanging, but the idea.
Yes, but okay, the black squared bishop is really controlling the knight on a4, so it's not like the white knight will end up on f5 immediately.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
And besides, knight d7, yeah. Okay, black is simply better, yeah? And it's very Magnus style, yeah? I mean, knight g6, there is a weakness on f4.
Yeah, it's interesting he didn't take that pawn on h2. He senses that...
Yeah, he senses that probably white will get contraplay. Whether enough or not, it's not interesting for him. He doesn't want to find out.
He's probably very happy with the course of events now, and he keeps one rook, and the knight is going to come to e6 or g6, eyeing...
Probably to e6, yes. Yeah, just to keep control of the center squares. Well, it's extremely unpleasant to play this with white. I mean, again, the play for black is natural, and with white you simply don't know what to do.
So he wants to, if the bishop takes h2, there will be rook e7.
Yes.
Most likely.
Yeah, now knight g6 or knight e6, yeah, it's... But white wants to get the bishop to g3, so...
Yes, and stabilize a bit black squares.
Knight e6. Maybe just c5, yeah. Maybe just c5. Okay, now white wants knight b2, c4, and then put a knight on d3. That would be the ideal setup.
So the rook on b8 is probably not doing too much anymore. So maybe he should go back to a central file, maybe d8.
But it's also amazing, yeah, how Hikaru is holding together his position, yeah? Because everybody thinks of him as a great attacking player and very creative, and he's fantastic in attack, but actually he's also very good. It's true.
Yeah. But his ending technique is not bad, huh?
Of course. No, I mean, if you are one of the best players in the world, you actually have to be good in everything. It's just another thing that because of your style, you prefer to play different type of position, but of course he can handle any kind of position. So c4, of course, also correct, to undermine White's idea of pushing c4 himself and get a blockade on the light squares. So the clocks. Is it true that Magnus is so much ahead? Yeah?
Now he got this beautiful knight to f4.
He got a beautiful knight. The play
the
now
cost of
becomes
a small pawn, but
yes, but he is winning it back. Yeah, after queen e4, he has queen takes b3. This was a very important tactical idea. But still, maybe White has to go for this, and then White has rook e1, threatening queen e8 mate.
But the knight can.
Yeah, but queen takes a4, then queen takes f4.
Yeah,
then the exchange of the knight is okay. Yeah, queen e4.
And they spotted these tactics, of course.
Yeah, now maybe g5. Maybe g5 is the move, because then you protect the knight, and if White plays knight c5, then queen a2.
Yeah.
And queen g2 mate can be threatened. Yeah, this g5 is...
But knight c5 still.
Queen a2.
And rook g1, queen f2, right?
Yeah,
and
then...
this looks awful.
Yeah, that should be gone.
But yeah, he will have some knight d7 ideas to try and...
Yes, but I'm not sure if queen f2 is forced. Maybe there is some... I mean, rook b2, queen e8 check, king g7, queen e5 check, king there, or f6, then queen e7 check,
Draw, yeah.
king g6. Not 100% sure. Yeah. But this is that...
playing through the
yes,
what
because
we
it's...
believe to be the critical
It's
line.
probably force.
So 45 seconds for Nakamura, 1 minute more for Carlsen. So actually knight.
Yeah, now he's searching for a force win, but this is if he cannot find it, if there is no force win, it's not so good to spend so much time. But
So the question is, how can he avoid this knight d7, knight f6 check ideas?
Yes. Knight
That's
h3,
a
so
way,
that's a way, yeah, just to win the exchange, not to mate, but win the exchange, and actually then the game is over, yeah?
Seems like the game is over.
Queen e5.
Oh, interesting. Giving back the rook, but is he gonna mate him? So check and queen b2 back.
But then it's a lost endgame,
Simply, yeah.
because he's
pawn
actually
down,
a pawn up.
Pawn down,
yeah, he's a pawn up, yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
And there is no perpetual check, and queen e2 is threatening him.
So,
Well, and actually Magnus is then +1 if he wins this game,
yes, indeed,
and might
he made it,
win the tournament, I mean, or share, or I don't know. Yeah, this is not just hopeless.
The clock is ticking down also for Nakamura. 4 seconds.
91.
So
Nice trick, but it did not work against Magnus.
he will take and drop back to d3 with the king.
Yeah, now any move queen c3, and it's probably designs. Yeah. Yeah. Incredible comeback, yeah?
But that's how he does it. Yeah? I noticed that he always starts slowly. I mean, also classical tournaments, and he needs some rounds to adapt. It's not like Mikhail Tal, who used to basically lose the first game almost every tournament. I'm exaggerating, of course, but he starts slowly, and then he always finds his rhythm back. And now